Alright, I think we are live now. Yeah, cool. We are now live. Awesome. Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to another stream. I know I had never really hinted this, but I kinda had some free time. And I didn't really want to record a video right now because then you have to deal with remembering to upload it and all of that. So I was like, let's just do this on stream. So today we are going to be creating a JARVIS like virtual assistant in Python. We are going to be making use of neural networks, all of that fancy stuff. It's gonna be fun. Alright, so let's get started. you know uh, I haven't attempted this. However, if you have checked out some of like my previous videos, you will see I have made a similar thing before. So I can just make a directory JARVIS, make a directory JARVIS. I can just cd to JARVIS. Alright, good. So I can just create a dataset file real quick. But I guess, like, let's just try it out. Maybe, just maybe, there is like a JARVIS dataset on Google. Maybe there is. Let's just check it out. Kaggle JARVIS dataset. Kaggle's got like the best dataset. Chatbot JARVIS. Let's have a look. Let's just hope I get like good data. This contains 2 columns, question and answer, suitable for simple chatbots. Yeah, no, I don't think this is gonna do good for me. First of all, I do feel like this is gonna get a little like difficult to deal with. I want more of a simple virtual assistant. I don't want something this complicated. Alright, so we are not gonna be using this one, at least this data. You know what, maybe there are like some smart guy who has done something like this before. Alright, I don't think anyone's implemented this and shared it. Oh, come on, man. Let's have a look at this one. I just need like either CSV or JSON file. Alright, let's look at the data. Help to need to make Java solve secret problems. Alright, I'm gonna have to understand and agree and understanding the component. Are you kidding me? Train CSV, blah blah blah. Do not use dataset provided by Kaggle. It contains dummy data. Use datasets provided by the link. Let's have a look at the dataset. Let's just have like a look. What does a chain CSV even look like? Current preview file. The file is too large to preview. We can just view it on Google Sheets real quick. I just kind of want to have a look at it because they did show that the dataset is quite large. It has 200,000 entries, so it is a pretty huge dataset, and so I can understand it's not being previewed over here. And it's also taking Google Sheets a ridiculously long time to load this up. Also, I don't know why I can't agree to the competition rules. Like, I don't want to just straight up download the data right now because it's not like I'm only going to be looking at this data if oh, alright, okay. The reason why I wasn't able to accept is because I think it's the limited user competition. So I think that's why they have kept data open for all. So we can just go ahead and download this data. Like, I really don't want to do that, but that's okay. Unable to. Oh, are you kidding me? I can't even. Bro, are you kidding me? I can't even download the data. Alright, so I guess I'll just do it via this. Because the thing is that. Alright, there we go. We got it. Yeah. So the crazy thing is just the train CSV file is 56 megabytes. So that's pretty cool. Like, like that really shows that the dataset is a large one. So we can just open it up in numbers. Alright, I don't have a good feeling about this dataset. I feel like this is not gonna work. Like I feel like it's gonna be, yeah, as you can see, it has like several features and stuff. I think this is gonna be like an extremely advanced dataset, and I'm not up for such an advanced dataset, so I think we're gonna have to just do it the not so sophisticated way. Like, I think we're just gonna have to handcraft like a just like some dataset, because I don't think we're gonna find what we need in this dataset, hopefully. Alright, just to cancel. Alright, it's literally taking time to just open up this file. That kind of shows, it's a big file. So you can just close this off. But let's look at this stuff. Because for privacy issues, organized training data. Each row in the training data is the following format: feature 1, feature 2, feature 3, feature 31, feature 32 label. Alright, so I think what they mean by the entire feature stuff is like, do they mean word, or is it something else that they mean? Because if they mean word, then I feel like we can make do with this data set, then that's good. Otherwise, I don't know. So I think I'm gonna have to quit numbers. I just feel like numbers won't be able to handle this much of data. Let's just force quit it, because I don't want my laptop to crash while I'm streaming. So yeah. Alright. Thank you for all of your live chat comments. Alright, literally even opening up the dataset is a bit of a pain. Can I just get like a quick look at the dataset? I just want to have a quick look of what the dataset looks like. Just get a quick look of it. Are you kidding me? You can't even load up a quick look. Bro, what's this? I mean, even a quick look can't be loaded. Alright, I'll do it like the easier way, because I don't think anything's happening over here. So I think I'm just gonna have to do it via code, because it really isn't working out. Like, even Excel isn't able to open this stuff. I'm gonna have to force quit it now. Yeah, it stopped responding. I mean, it's literally like I'm not able to delete items. That's how bad it is. Alright, so we will just put this in there, and we can just open up a terminal over here, and we can just go ahead and do that, and cd to neural networks / JARVIS, and we can just kind of open up a Jupyter notebook in here. Like, I want to go with Jupyter Lab because it's dark themed, but I do like Jupyter notebooks, so I'm gonna go with that one. So we can just kind of like open that up, get that data set via pandas, just get a quick idea of what it is that the data looks like, because I kind of want to see what the data looks like before playing around with it, because then I'll understand if I want to have my own data or what. So let's look at like the discussion. Maybe someone has uploaded some code. Bro, no code. That's crazy. Also, why can't I open up a new Jupyter notebook? What's happening? I mean, seriously, why is my entire laptop failing right now? It had to happen when I was streaming. Even Spotlight isn't working. Alright, there we go, finally. Cool. Opening up the Jupyter notebook. Cool. Alright, let's just go ahead and create a new file. Make it a Python 3. Alright, cool. Let's just call it main. Alright, so this is gonna be like a test cell. Import pandas as pd data is equals to pd.read underscore csv rain.csv, and let's just get the data.head. Just get an idea of what it is that the data looks like, so we can understand what's happening. There we go. What is this? Alright, I just don't understand what this data is. Bro, what is this? What do the numbers stand for? Tony's blah blah blah. Give my stack and equal lines. But the problems are not to protect the privacy. The clients only have provided features and labels which are incomprehensible to the humans. Tony needs to make sense out of the data. You will be given a data set and you will JARVIS. Bro, there's alright. Okay, so there is no way I'm gonna be able to solve this. Alright, I am not a pro at neural nets whatsoever. So yeah, let's just scrap this data set. We can just go ahead and get rid of it. Like, I don't need it now. Alright, just get rid of that. Alright, and we can just work with our handy dandy dataset JSON file, the good one. So yeah, because there is no way that I actually managed to do that like on stream, and also like I wasted like 20 minutes. Alright, just leave this. Alright, so now we can just kind of go ahead and edit the dataset JSON file. And when dataset JSON. So we can basically start with like a couple of tags, and so they can represent the sentiments. So we can go with something like sentence, and we can go with tag. Also, let me just change my color scheme. So I think we can go with something like this. So we can have a sentence. Hey, how are you? And we have a tag and we have a sentence. Alright, so we can basically then just copy paste this stuff. So we want to see what stuff should JARVIS help us out with. Like, what I'm going to do is I'm actually not gonna go ahead and make the entire dataset on my own, because that will kind of be crazy. I actually have a pre-made data set. Like, it's not the complete data set, but it is good. So like I do have something in place like this one. So I had manually created this entire data set. It took me a little time, but I do have one. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and use that data set. So we can just go ahead and get that chatbot. Alright, now where exactly is my data set? That's what I don't know. Yeah, there we go, conversation.json. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy paste it. Like I really am not gonna deal with anything else. So we can just get rid of dataset.json, paste it conversation.json. Alright, we can just go ahead and do quit that, and we can just go ahead and open up conversation.json. So this dataset is already a little better. I just increased the font size so you guys will be able to see it all nicely. Alright, cool. So it's 158 lines, not a lot. So I have a couple of functionalities in place over here. Like I have Google search, I have time and that stuff. So I think we can add a couple of more things in there. So I think the one more thing that I think I could add could be something like what could I add? Like that's what I have to think, but I could add like note-taking functionality, maybe timers, something like that. So I think I would say like make a note. Just make it 7. Also, what did I name him? I don't know. Actually, I don't remember what I named the guy. I think I can just give him a JARVIS. Hey, make a note. Alright, we can just get that. Copy that. Paste that there. Alright, I guess pasting wasn't a good idea. Alright, so what else can we add in? So we have make a note. We're gonna have to add a tag for this one. Forgot that. Tag of 7. Making a note is actually relatively easy. Like you can easily figure out how to do it. I think we will add one more make a note. A JARVIS make a note. Alright, cool. So we are almost done. Like we now just need to create the entire neural network. But it's good, you know. We have 170 lines of data, which is, you know, I'm happy with it. So alright, cool. So let's just go ahead and get started. So we're gonna do it in a notebook, but I do feel like I could you know what, I'm just gonna do it off of like Vim. I think I'm just gonna use Vim. Alright, cool. So let's just do an ls and let's just do an rm.ipynb. So now if we just go ahead and do an ls, we just have conversation.json, and so we can basically just get rid of this. Alright, cool. Awesome. So now let's just do tab main.py. Perfect. And we will need a terminal window open over here. Cool. So let's make the imports now. Now let's lay down the groundwork. So import JSON, we're gonna need that from tensor. We're gonna need to import TensorFlow first. But first let's make the other imports. Import numpy as np from matplot. Actually, we won't be needing matplot. No, we will. Import matplotlib from matplotlib. Import matplot. splt. Import TensorFlow stf from TensorFlow. Import keras. What else do we need? Like initially I'm kinda like, should I use pandas or should I use JSON? You know what, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use pandas because it's just much better to use pandas. Like, I am familiar with the library. I'm still gonna make like 100 mistakes with it, but still I think I'm a bit more familiar with pandas than I am with JSON and like using that. So let's just use pandas. So let's first load in the data. Loading in the data equals pd dot what was it? It was read underscore JSON. What was the name of our data set again? Conversation.json. We can just get that, not a big deal. Let's do that, and we can just go ahead and print out the data.head. I think that's gonna give us an error, but let's just try it out. Yeah, import from, like literally the first line was an error. It's supposed to be import. I'm pretty sure it will give us an error because I think it's like this and not that, but let's check it out. Also, I think I can better work with the smaller font size for the terminal. So I'm just gonna run it off of here. Also, I don't want multiple terminal windows open right now, so yeah. Till that time, we can actually get started coding. First of all, I actually really want to get the type of the data. Should have printed it out before, because yeah, there we go. We have our data. There we go. That's our data. So now what we want to do is we want to get the type of the data, because that's kind of important. So run it again. Just get the type of the data. Nothing too crazy. And then we can get started loading in the sentences and the tags separately. Alright, so it is a pandas data frame, which is good. So basically, since it's a pandas data frame, I think we can do like all sorts of stuff that we do with pandas. So if I were to get the sentences as data, we can just go ahead and get the sentence. And if I just go ahead and print them out, alright, just get that. So if this works, we should just get the sentences. Hopefully it works. Alright, cool, it worked. But alright, so one thing that I'm noticing, we are not having a correct data type, because it's still an object. I don't want it to be that. Like I'm pretty sure this is a series and I don't want it to be that. So I think we're gonna have to put in the to list on it. Yeah. Alright, so I think that should be good. So now let's just run it. So the way I am gonna be making this is gonna have a tokenizer. It's gonna tokenize the data, and then we are gonna, once the data is tokenized, we can do all sorts of cool stuff with it. Alright, so now we have this. Good. What else do we need to do now? First of all, I think we should convert this to a numpy array. So let's just do sentences equals to np.array sentences. Alright, cool. Initial data processing. I wouldn't even call it processing, like we are doing like very basic stuff over here, nothing too crazy. We also need to get the sentiment, so tags. So let's just get the tags. Tag dot list, and we can just get tags equals to np.array tags. Alright, let's have a look. Hopefully this is working. And also the amount of time that this stuff is taking, I don't even know if I'll be able to develop the entire thing today, because it's already been 26 minutes and I've like barely started out with the code. Like, this is all we wrote. Alright, so this worked, that's good. Alright, so now what we need to do is we have the data. Now I'm not planning to add any testing data because we already don't have a whole lot of data, so it doesn't really make sense for me to split up my data into training and testing samples and stuff like that. Alright, so one more thing that that I think I should really do is I should just get my main.py file. So I'm just gonna go ahead and alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and launch in like a new terminal window. We can just cd to desktop and neural networks. We can then cd to chatbot. Are you kidding me? Desktop. Oh, oops. cd chatbot. Alright, we can just do nvim main.py. So we had a couple of imports in here. So yeah, these were the things that I really wanted. It's basically these two imports that I wanted. Oh yeah, why can't I copy these imports? Yank. Wait, did this work? Paste. Yeah, it worked. Oh, okay, so I think it just works in like one vim instance at a time, I guess. So I think I can just go ahead and copy them, hopefully. Well, how do I do that then? cd dot dot and cd chatbot and tab. No, let's just do that much. So now let's do a less cd dot dot. Are you kidding me? Alright, we can just go and copy paste some of the code. Let's just do cat main.py. See, this is a lot better. Alright, now let's copy this. Like, the reason why I'm copy pasting is because there's no way I remember this entire input on my own. Also, like, yeah, why not? Also, now there are a couple of hyperparameters that I've defined over here, such as vocab size, embedding dim, max length, the padding and truncating type. So these things, you kind of don't remember. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do this. So we're gonna get rid of some of these things because I don't need them. Okay, get rid of this. Rest of the things are pretty important, so you don't wanna get rid of that. We can just set the vocab size to 1000. You can set it to whatever you want. Now this should depend on the dataset that you're using. If you're using a larger one, just choose a larger size. Alright, so that's that. Then we are just creating the training and the testing sentences, and then we are having the tokenizer. So this is the actual tokenizer that I was talking about. Now I obviously don't remember the syntax to do that. You can kind of google that up. I kind of just like to do it like this, and then all we are doing is we're just fitting it on the text. Text is not going to be training sentences, and in our case it's just going to be sentences. Alright, cool. And what else do I need to do? Yeah, I need to get the word index. So now if so this basically will convert all of the data into like numbers. That's what we want. You could maybe do something like Lancaster stemming or lemmatizing. I know I'm not like no, I'm not using like big words right now, you know, just to look cool and all, but there are multiple other techniques other than tokenizing. Like tokenizing is really good, but there are other techniques that do exist, so if you want to use that, you know, you're free to do that. So then now, so this basically didn't just do it, we do need to do this also. So we need to pad the sequences and stuff, so you can just go and get that. So nothing too crazy, just do this. Alright, so hopefully if we just run this, we won't get any output, but we should just, like, if everything works, we should just not get an error, because I am doing all of this while all of this stuff is a numpy array, so I don't know if this stuff works with numpy arrays or not. Like if it doesn't, then it's an error, otherwise, you know, it's all good. Training sentences is not defined, not a big issue. We can just kind of rename this to sentences. Alright, cool. Python theme.py, because I really want to get to like the model building part of it. So, alright, cool. So everything worked. So now we have done, like, according to me, that's like a lot of data processing that we did. But so we have done that. Let's think, what else do we need to do? I don't think, because we have tokenized the data. I'm sorry, we have converted the data into a numpy array, we have tokenized it, we have padded it. So I think we are basically done with the data processing. Yeah, I told you, like, because I don't recall doing anything else with this data. So yeah, you kind of just do tokenize it text to sequences and fit on text, you get the word index, and then you just do that. So we can now get to the model. So we obviously need a sequential model. I kind of am interested to know, like, is there anything, like, any alternative to sequential? Like, it doesn't really make any sense, but I kind of want to have a look at it. Alright, so we're gonna go with an embedding layer. Now I know, like, you know, with all of the recent neural net developments, you know you have all of these cool things, you know, transformers and stuff. Now I have no idea how to implement like any of those absolutely crazy neural networks, and I'm not even sure that my machine will be able to handle all of that, like that much you know of stuff. So there's, you know, I'm just gonna go with like a simple neural network, but the thing is that the data that we are working with is also very, very simple. So this neural network should kind of do the task nicely, so that's pretty good. So I'm just gonna copy this part, like the embedding layer, because I don't know why I kind of forget that. So like I know you need to pass in the embedding dimensions, but I forget some of the other parameters that you have to pass in. Just do that, and you can just do that. Also, we don't need to say tf.keras, you can just do keras.layers.embedding and vocab size. Alright, so now I think we can pass all of this down to a flat, I'm sorry, not a flat, dense layer. So we can just pass it through a dense layer. So we can just say like 1000. Activation is gonna be a ReLU. You can test out with other activation functions, maybe a custom one if you guys are really wanting to do it, but I'm not gonna do anything like that right now. Let's go 900. So now let's do Keras layers dense 400. I know that's a bit of a drastic fall, but I think it should work nicely only. And now let's just do a dense of 100 activation value, and one last. This is gonna be output. So we can just check out the number of tags. So it's 7 all from 0. So 0 to 7, that's an 8. Should it be softmax or sigmoid? Which one gets the probability distribution? That's what I need. Wait, let me think. Sigmoid was 1 over 1 plus e to the minus x. Yeah, sigmoid didn't return a probability distribution. It was softmax, I'm pretty sure. Creating the model. Neat. Alright, now compiling the model. We can just say model.compile. Specify the optimizer as Adam, loss as sparse, categorical, entropy, and just specify the metrics as. Actually, do we really need the metrics? You know what, let's just pass in the metrics. Fitting the model now, fitting model.fit and the sentences. I think it should be training sequences and the training padded. But let's just have a look. Yeah, I told you, training padded and training labels. Cool. Just get that. Alright. Number of epochs, we don't have any validation. Just do that. And I don't care for a verbose, so let's just do that. Batch size I do care about. I do not want a large batch size. Go with 20. And now what else do we need to do? We really need to get like a plot, something like that. I can create a function to plot. Creating a function to plot model hyperparameters. Actually, it's not really a hyperparameter. Model info. So def plot graph, and we can basically just say like param. Like what parameter is it that we want to plot, so we can just say plot.plot param plot history epochs plot.show, and I think I can go ahead and do something like id equals to param id equals epochs, and plot.x label is going to be param, plot.y label is going to be epochs. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. It should be X as epochs, not Y as epochs. Oops. This should be X. This should be Y. So that means that this should go there. And what else do we need to do? I don't think we need to do anything now. So we can just say plot graph of history, accuracy, and plot graph history loss. Alright, let's run the file now. And we can now relax. Alright. We won't get the functionality done today. Let's just get the model done. Legendary. Thank you so much. That is, those are really kind words. And yeah. Alright, error. Line 55. Alright. Yeah, we didn't spell optimizer correctly. Optimizer. Alright, there we go. So we are currently training it for 100 epochs, as you can see over here. Training labels is not defined. Oh yeah. Oops. Let's just do it on labels. Like maybe we can even go with like WAN-DP or something for graphing, but this is like a very simple model, so I kind of don't want to use such complex things. Like you don't want to use WAN-DB for such simple stuff. Labels is not defined. Are you kidding me? Oh yeah, I had named it tags, not labels. Duh. Alright, now let's have a look. Sparse character, blah 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 blah. Alright, I don't know why this error usually occurs. I think I can just go ahead and copy I think that's because I did not copy sparse categorical percentropy correctly. I think that's why the issue is coming up. We can just go ahead and cut that, paste that. Hopefully this works. Enter. Let's have a look. Alright, are you kidding me? What is this error? Alright, let's just Google it up. blah 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 blah. Oh, alright, okay. Oh, okay, I didn't flatten the end, but I guess that's the issue. So I didn't know you had to convert the input into like the one-dimensional thing. I actually didn't know that. Well, you learn something new every day. So I think I gotta pass in a flatten here, because all of these dense layers are gonna be interlinked. So it has to be the embedding which has a flatten. So let's have a look. And there we go, it's working like clockwork. Alright, cool, it's working exactly as I expected, and then the mall got overfit. Also, how to plot model params in TensorFlow. I thought that was how you did it. I didn't know how to do it. TensorFlow use history to plot model alright, so it's all of that with in a lowercase. Good. I think it's gonna be epochs. And it should be accuracy and loss. Also, we should reduce these to like half the size. Wait, where did the data get screwed over? 51. Yeah, I was correct. 50. How do you get the epochs? Oh yeah, you just don't care about the epochs, right? Got it. Alright, let's have a look. I think the ideal number of epochs would just be like 30, and we might also need to change up the model, because I feel like it's a bit too overkill. History object is not subscriptable. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, alright, so it's history.history, not just history. I didn't know that. And since we are not using anything like any crazy services like TensorBoard, WANDB, we're gonna have to do matplot then. To be honest, even that's pretty good. So as you can see, I think an ideal number of epochs would be like around 36, 37, something like that. Epochs is not defined. Are you kidding me? What is the issue now? Oh, alright. That's stupid. done. Alright, one final test. If this works, then I think we can stop, because we are at 50 minutes now. Alright. What was it then? If it was an ID. I think we don't need that. Yeah, because we have only one thing, right? So it doesn't make sense to have that. Alright, and yeah, I think this is like a pretty good model right now. Why is this model taking so long? Alright, there we go. 50 epochs. Okay, now what is that? Yeah, no, that didn't work. That did not work at all. Oh god. Oh, I got rid of the plot statement. Plot and you can just set the y label to we can just have y label and just pass it as y label. Accuracy, and for this one we can just have loss. Neat. Alright, now I'm pretty sure we are done. Getting a little tired, so I am on the verge of ending the stream. Because I do have certain allergies and stuff. I can't really code for very long periods of time. So yeah. So that's the reason why all of my streams aren't that long. They're pretty short. But yeah. There we go. Alright, finally it's working, yeah. And there you go. As you can see, that's a loss. And currently the model is a bit overfit, so we can just go and reduce the number of epochs. Actually, you know what, I think 50 kind of makes sense. I just feel like we are being a little too overkill with the model. I think we can get rid of that 900 that we were working with initially. I think that should get rid of this little overfit thing that we are going through. I think that should really yeah. Again, it's taking a couple of seconds. There we go. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Alright, there we go. Finally, we have a 0.42% loss and 100% accuracy. Also, you can see the graph is kind of weird. So it's so we kind of, I don't know why this happened, but then we started to go up, and then we finally hit that mark. Kind of create cool, and then we had like this one huge jump. So this was like a very weird model, but yeah. With the loss looks exactly how it should look like, a smooth downtrend. So yeah, that's good. That is exactly what we wanted. So we can just go ahead and do like model saving now, because we have everything in place. So we can just say saving the model, model dot save. So we can just say JARVIS v 1.0.0. I kind of want it to look cool. That's why I said JARVIS version 1.0.0. I could have just said 1, but yeah. Alright. Now the thing is that I actually really I like this project. So now I'm not gonna promise this to you. Like, there's a very small chance that I actually end up doing this. So I'm not gonna promise it to you, but there is a small chance that I might incorporate this into a hardware project. Again, a very small chance, because I'm absolutely terrible with hardware. I really am not very great at it. I am relatively good with software, but I'm just not good at hardware. So I really can't promise if I'm gonna be doing this or not. So yeah, no promises. But if I do it, then I think I'll either have a video on it, a demo, or I'll do it on the stream. So we'll see how we're gonna do that. But I don't think I will do it on the stream, because let's say if I run out of some material, then I gotta go ahead and buy it. Like, just the number of times we even train this model is pretty crazy, as you can see, like 5 or 6 times. Alright, the model training has yet not begun. Why is it taking so long? Also, like, comment down below what projects you guys are working on. I'm kinda hoping to see some good projects in there. Oh cool, we ended up with a 2.4 on 0.24 on this one. That's even better. Alright, so now if I just do an ls, we have this model. So if I just go ahead and cd to JARVIS v 1.0.0, and we can just do an ls on that one. We have all of the necessary things. That means we basically have all of the building blocks in place to build the actual thing. So it's getting, as you can see, it's getting kind of long, and I'm starting to get a bit tired of streaming. So I think I'm gonna stop streaming now, but I will be continuing on the project, since I have figured out the main thing. Now we just need to kind of get some other things in place, which are not going to be that difficult. So yeah, this is the code that we got done with today. Now I have something very similar as a GitHub repo. So if you guys want to check it out, I already have written a little bit of code for it. It's not a little bit, it's like 500 lines, but still. Alright, so if you want to really check out some code very similar to this, you can just go ahead and check out my chatbot repository. So follow me, then you will get access to all of this stuff. follow me on GitHub. I don't know if you can do that or not, but yeah, whatever. So I have a couple of projects very similar to this, like this one. If you just look at this stuff, it's similar. Like this and I think it's relatively similar. So if you guys want to do that, you can just kind of look at these repos. Like if you go and look at like main.py, neural yeah, so you can basically do all of this stuff. Now I'm gonna end the stream for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I had a lot of fun, obviously. And yeah, comment down below what is it that you guys want to see. And I'm really, I'm running out of ideas these days. I really can't think of anything new. So do comment down below what it is that you guys want to see, and I will, try my best to make that. But I'm really not the best at this stuff. So yeah. So yeah, that is it for this stream. I hope you enjoyed it, and do tell me what it is that you guys want to see, because that's what I really wanna make, what you guys are interested at. Yeah. So that's it for this stream, and until the next time I see you guys, bye bye, take care.